Smith Dream Vacations, Fine Line Auto, and the Cumberland Valley Alumni Association.
And just a couple other scores. We want to thank Mark Miller for providing our scores here. Mechanicsburg is leading Northern 19-3 at halftime. Bishop McDevitt 35, Lower Dolphin 10. Really no surprise there. Again, CD East 21, Carlisle 14. Exeter over Manheim Central 14-7. So Cedar Cliff over Milton Hershey is 28-12. So hoping to see maybe, there is a Harrisburg leading Central Dolphin, but it is only 13-7. So much closer game than we may have expected there. Again, those are all games of playoff implication. And so we are at halftime here at Mansion Park Stadium, where the Cumberland Valley Eagles are leading the Altoona Mountain Lions 20-7. Altoona will get the ball first in the second half. But let's send it back to the studios for another 3-minute break. You are listening to WHYL 102.9 FM.
Boy, if Central Dolphin pulls off that upset, that'll screw things up.
Oh, that will really screw things up.
I mean, because then you're looking at going from playing, CV could end up playing Harrisburg first round then.
Well, pretty much, unless they can get the 5, pretty much any game is going to be a rematch.
Right.
Worst probably, I can't be. My brother's funeral is next Friday night.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Cedar Cliff 34, Milton Hershey 12, but Cedar Cliff it's ranked second right now.
Yeah, they have a very good team. It's going to be interesting. I heard the other day that if Bishop McDevitt makes the semifinals, state semifinals, they'll move up to 5A next year from the PIAA format. And if they move up to 5A, the Mid-Penn will vote to move them to the Commonwealth, and either Carlisle or East will drop down. So really, tonight's game could end up being a deciding factor. The team that loses between East and Carlisle may end up dropping.
FM. We are still at halftime, showing about 8 minutes to go here on the scoreboard here at Mansion Park Stadium. This is a beautiful field. They actually hosted the state playoffs for a number of years. And Cumberland Valley has got that contract now. And so both fields, both stadiums are great examples of what high school football can be here in central Pennsylvania. It is playoff football, as we've talked about. The Eagles have pretty much been playing playoff games since the middle of the season. Once you're 1-4, you pretty much got to win out to make it in, even with their schedule. Fortunately, I mean, they started at 0-3, but those 3 losses were against all top 10, top 20 teams in the state. Manheim Township, Central York, who's leading William Penn tonight, 20-0, and Springford. And said, looking at the playoffs, I can't go there. I hate that. I'm a race fan, and they always, if the race ended right now, well, the race didn't end right now. We still got, but coming into tonight's action here, we'll word it that way. We had many games with playoff implication tonight. Cumberland Valley coming into tonight's action, number 6 in Division 3, and right behind Central Dauphin and Wilson. Central Dauphin is losing to Harrisburg right now, and William Penn losing to Central York. So Cumberland Valley, if the scores will hold up, Cumberland Valley has that outside shot of being able to leap a couple spots in the standings. William Penn's 7 behind them, so they should be able to hold them off. The big game there, the big difference maker could be number 4 Wilson, and see how they make out tonight. But so folks, when you're done with our game and get a chance to sit back and take a look at your favorite TV newscast at 11:30 tonight. I think pretty much all of them have a Friday Night Lights high school football wrap up, and you'll want to keep your eyes peeled, as many scores will be affecting the playoff bracket, which should come out, I believe, on Monday.
Yeah, they normally give about 24 to 48 hours till they finalize it. Most ADs are on top of it. Some of them are a little bit slower than others, but they give you that chance to get all the scores in. And you always have, there might be games like we talked about, Cumberland Valley playing Springford. Springford might have played somebody who plays tomorrow, so we have to wait for that game to
get all,
because it's
all the
math.
percentages.
I'm just a librarian. I'm not a math guy, so I can't tell you how Mr. Frisco and the District 3 committee does that. But they got to wait for all the games to be in. So, and then once that they do, all their checks and dot their I's and stuff.
If you do want to check it out yourself, you can go to the website piaad3.org and check it out. It is kind of amazing the math that they use when they give their rating. It is in a decimal. Everybody's 0 point, but then it goes 6 digits, 6 digits after the decimal point. So it is kind of crazy how detailed they go into not only your record, but the teams that you won, what's their record against everybody else, and it's really, you got to give them credit. They're able to create a playoff format that actually we probably wish college could have came up with 40 years ago, instead of who the the writers voting on the top 4 teams. So they do it as scientifically neutral as possible. As Altoona is having their senior night, and now introducing their seniors, escorted by her mother, Amber Turtle, and family friend Audra Brand. the band members. We've got about 6 minutes left in halftime, so we are going to send it back to the studios. We're going to take a 4-minute break this time, 4 minutes, and let you hear another word from our fine sponsors here on Cumberland Valley Eagle Football. You are listening to Cumberland Valley Eagle Football, where the Eagles lead Altoona 20-7.
And Brian Taylor. From the clarinets, Marina Myers, escorted by her mother and father,
Now
Lisa and Jim Myers.
they moved Shelley. He's over in the other press box.
From the
It was
Alto
funny being
Saxons,
over in,
Berkeley
especially
Alexander,
like,
escorted by his mother and father, Lene and
homecoming
Charles
night. They had the
Alexander.
Corvettes bring. Where are you? Get out here! Get out! Get out! Come on, man! Drive fast! Come on, drive fast!
By his mother and father, Janelle and Adam Free.
Last week
Is he on the visitor side now?
they're on the visitor side. They moved him and all the PA and controls, the light show controls. It's all over there. But it's really funny because they didn't obviously tell everybody or inform them. We constantly have people coming up. Hey, I'm here to. Oh no, you gotta get to the other side. No.
Then they got hustled over.
And it was funny because it was the first home game of the year, and it's the Cumberland Valley staff coming up there.
From the trombones,
I haven't been down there this year. I'll think
escorted by his mother and
They got a
father,
playoff game next
David
week, though.
Elberberry.
You know when the last time I was there? When Carlisle beat them
Alexandria
last year.
Hamill, escorted by her parents, Jay and Karen
That
Hamill.
pretty much, that is what took
From the
them out of
sousaphone,
Houston.
Noah Hillard, escorted by his mother and father, Jamie and Josh Hillard.
It's the only time in my life I've seen Carlisle beat them in high school football.
Anthony
Because
Jablonski, escorted by
beating
his
in the
parents,
playoffs in
Gretchen and John
2004,
Jablonski.
I was actually in the National Guard then, and I was away on the drill weekend, so I
From
missed
the
it.
Bells,
Okay.
Morgan Sillaba,
And I was coaching freshman football for Carlisle at the time, and I
Oh, wow.
wasn't able to miss the drill weekend.
Yeah, they kind of get a little,
Alyssa Pope, escorted by her mother and father,
Nancy,
Rebecca and
yeah.
Lauren Gerlach. Leah Lang, escorted by her mother and
2
father,
minutes.
Jill and Ian Lang. Ryan Longstrap, escorted by his mother, Lori Longstrap. Would you please
I knew Harrisburg
join in a
Central
round of
Boston was
applause
gonna be a good
for
game.
this year's
Some of my
senior
friends
band
were saying it was gonna
and
be a
band
blowout.
front member.
Central Dolphin plays well at home.
East 24, Carlisle 17 at halftime.
We would also like to recognize now our senior cheerleaders and Lioneers. From the cheerleaders,
We just had bad luck from
Delaney
the
Barr,
start.
escorted by her
Best
parents
receiver,
Ryan and Amy
James
Barr.
got hurt. He's only, he's playing basketball. He can't play football this year. And then Mitchell Adams would have been probably our backup
escorted by her
quarterback,
parents
probably our
Steve
best
Becker and
linebacker.
Jessica
He's
Deal.
hurt. He won't even be able to wrestle for me. He's out wrestling
Oh,
season
really?
2 with a back injury.
Harley Kemper,
And it's just
escorted by her mother and
one of
stepfather,
those years,
Holly
man.
Kemper and
I think
Robert
Brandon's a
Hartley.
great fit for us. He's brought in a good staff, and I'm excited to see what the future. We just got to
escorted
get
by her
more kids
parents,
out.
Rob and
We
Gina
got a lot of
Little.
kids walking around the hallways that aren't playing football that should be.
To me,
Sandra Martin, escorted by her mother,
coaching
Elizabeth
high
Martin.
school, and who was it? Somebody told me
Megan McKee, escorted by her
more
parents,
about
Michael
the
and
J's
Jamie
and Joes
McKee.
and the X's and the O's.
Absolutely.
It's getting, and especially now with the reputation that football has and concussions and stuff, getting the parents to allow the kids to come out, just
Sierra
getting the kids
Weatherwall,
to come out.
escorted by her parents, Greg and Jessica.
I don't like making excuses for Carlisle. We're definitely a smaller 6A school.
For our senior cheerleaders.
We have a lot of kids who think they're just going to specialize in basketball or wrestling, whatever it is. My heavyweight this year, Brain Jumper, very good wrestler. I would like to see him play football. So,
Olivia Confer, escorted by her mother, Stevie
And
Miller,
welcome
father,
back to
stepmom,
Cumberland Valley
Jason
Eagle
and Serena
Football
Confer.
here on WHYL 102.9. Good time oldies.
Jamie Eslow, escorted by
it
her
is still
parents,
half
Heather
hour.
and Dan Eslow.
Again, the Altoona band
Haley Hockenberry,
getting their
escorted by her
seniors
parents, Jake and
recognized.
Natalie
And
Hockenberry.
Joe, as you cited earlier, it is quite the band here in high school number-wise, so they probably have 20 to 25 seniors out there today.
Yeah, I mean, probably up around 130 total kids in 10. And that's a big senior class. So.
Let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard here just a little bit. CB East is leading at halftime, 24-17. So the Thundering Herd hanging in there against CB East tonight.
Lillian Roberts,
Central York
by her parents,
leading
Allison and William Roberts.
0.
How about a nice round of applause for all the senior pioneers?
Yorkshire
And let's combine it with the cheerleaders and the band and the band front.
Anvil Toyota and Northern Lebanon. Now Anvil Toyota up 10-0 at halftime. Line Mountain over Upper Dolphin, 21-0. Red Line over Downtown, 12-7. Manheim Central leading Exeter. I'm sorry, they're not leading them. They are tied at 14. Susquehanna Township in a tight battle with Gettysburg, maybe 26-21. Bermudian Springs ahead of Littlestown, 24-12. Southwestern over Spring Grove, 21-6. The last I saw, Steel High beating West 27-6. Cedar Cliff leading Milton Hershey, 34-12. So, Cumberland Valley Eagles and the Altoona Mountain Lions, both teams are coming out of the locker room, so they will have their 2-minute stretch coming up. Joe, we got 24 minutes left in the regular season.
For the 50-50.
And
we have the big board that you got to report to the
I'll tell you what, the first thing that comes to my mind right now is 24 minutes to go in the regular season. I remember, I've already said I'm good friends with Josh Oswald. I remember back just a little bit after that third game, they were 0-3. They just got blown out by Springfield. And I remember texting Josh, like, hey man, like, keep your head up. Like, and he was like, trust me, we have a team that can make the playoffs and make a run. And I think when you have a coach that believes in the kids like that and believes in his staff, like, he wasn't kidding. Like, they have a team that can make a run. And I guarantee you, whoever leaves their game tonight and Monday morning or tomorrow, whenever the standings come out and they see that they're going to be facing the CB Eagles, they're not excited about that. Like, this is a team that has clearly gotten better. They are able to run the football, and now we're seeing, like you said, 10 out of 11 passes. He's over 100 yards. They're opening up the playbook. And even those teams that beat him early in the season, Manheim Township, Central York was a 14-0 game. Harrisburg was a good game. None of those teams are saying, hey, we want to see Josh Oswald and the Cumberland Valley Eagles.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, like you said, the offensive line gelled, and sort of one of those things, forged through fire. Not playing, not doing the college play some cupcakes for 2 or 3 weeks and get some easy wins under your belt. They have, I don't ever remember them doing that ever since Mid-Penn was devised. And even back in my old days, back in the 80s when it was the Capital Area Conference, but they were always playing, Redland, Mechanicsburg, Lower Dolphin, Milton Hershey, and Middletown, and back then that was pretty much anybody's league, pretty much on any year. So the teams are getting stretched out, and we're just probably a few minutes away from getting underway here for the second half. So we're going to send it back to the studios for a quick 2-minute break. You are listening to Cumberland Valley Eagle football, where the Eagles lead the Mountain Lions of Altoona 20-7.
interesting if
Hey, Hollis, we're going to go with 1 minute, so we're going to end after this break. And welcome back to Cumberland Valley Eagle football, as both teams are now coming out to line up. It is Jackson getting ready to tee up for Jackson Wagner teeing up for the Eagles. The Mountain Lions taking just a little bit longer. Now they break their huddle and they will come out. That is Julian Hazelwood, who's one of their return men. So again, we're getting ready to start the second half of our game here with Cumberland Valley leading the Altoona Mountain Lions 20-7. Jackson Wagner getting ready to kick off. He will be kicking off right to left. Here in quarter number 3, Wagner down the left sideline, and it goes out of bounds just at the pylon.
I wasn't sure there if the ref was indicating that it was a touchback or if he was indicating that he threw his flag though, so it bounced out just before.
Julian Hazelwood letting the ball go, which is great on his play. If it goes to the end zone, it's a touchback at the 20. If it goes out of bounds, which what it did, it's now at the 35.
So his judgment got his team 15 yards, so kudos to him. I still expect the Mountain Lions to come out. They're slow, methodical, veer offense. You know, they're not going to change it up and try to throw the ball. But if the Eagles can get a stop here on this first series and score, then they're going to be in a lot of trouble.
So Altoona comes to the line of scrimmage. The ball is on the near hash mark. They do have 2 wide receivers split to the outside, 1 man in motion. He looks downfield, but has to pull the ball down and is able to get out and get a 1-yard gain.
I definitely wasn't expecting them to pass the ball the first play of the second half. So.
Your predictions are about as good as mine sometimes. No, hey. And I'm sure they were trying to catch Cumberland Valley thinking the same thing.
Yeah, that was great. The defensive line, though, got the pressure. They weren't looking, in the backfield. They were doing what they needed to do, and the defensive backs were in a position to make a play if it was thrown.
So after a 1-yard gain, Altoona comes up 2nd and 9 back into their tight formation. 1 man in motion, he turns and he does not hand the ball off, and he is stopped in the backfield. They didn't bring him down, but they did blow the whistle with, what are they going to call that, 36 back to the 33, a 3-yard loss on the play.
Now, for most teams, this is a passing situation.
Yeah.
What they're going to do is beyond. They could turn around and hand it off to their big man.
So Altoona now facing a 3rd and 13 at their own 32-yard line. Wow, 2 receivers split to the left, 1 to the right, 1 man in motion. He drops back, he's under pressure, it's a screen to Mosley. Wow, surprise, surprise, but read well.
Yeah.
Very well by the Eagles defense in particular.
71.
It was Sakepa right there to blow it up.
Obviously, that's something that they've seen on tape because the kids, the defensive line was getting a good pass rush. As soon as they saw that quarterback drop and start rolling to his right, they started to fall into the position to stop the screen. So that's something that Cumberland Valley's coaches have seen, pointed it out to the kids knew it on the field.
Altoona out in punt formation. Caden Pines back to return, gets the kickoff. Decent kick. Pines up to, he does catch it at the 29. Back pedals a little bit. Now he's got some good blocking. Makes 1 man miss. He's up over the 40. Makes another couple men miss out to midfield. Great return by Caden Pines.
And the return was fantastic. Great block that sprung him. That was Gavin Kendrick there. Great block right around the 27-yard line. That was able to spring Caden to pick up an extra 25 yards then.
And we'll see, actually, we haven't moved the chains at all, so it must be a rally on the flag. I do not see a flag down. Oh, now I see it. It's at the foot of the 1 line.
Offsetting personal foul. Dead ball. Wait. 30 win. In the
Okay, so it was offsetting personal fouls, dead ball fouls, so the play will stand.
This is where you got to start being careful at Cumberland Valley. You have more to play for next week. If Altoona is going to be done and their player gets ejected, it doesn't mean anything.
That's right. So Cumberland Valley, 1st and 10 for the first time in the second half. Ball is right at midfield. Ball in the middle of the A, right in the middle of the field. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Shepley in shotgun. Sterritz 1 yard behind. Snap is back, turns hands to Sterritz. Sterritz looks over left tackle, and he'll be inside the 45, down to the 44, gain of 6.
Interesting. I mean, obviously, that's just the first play, but Altoona was playing more of a 3 deep from their corners. They were given more room instead of trying to play man-to-man because obviously they saw at halftime that they had given up 10 passes. Over 100 yards. They had to change something up. And again, corners are backing off.
So now ball at the near hash mark. 3 receivers to the right for Cumberland Valley. Shepley turns hands to Sterritz. He goes over to the right side this time. Keeps churning and down to the 40-yard line. Should be enough for another Cumberland Valley first down.
Good push up front. Nothing flashy. Don't have to do anything flashy at this point. Now it's just about getting down, getting another 6 on the scoreboard.
So that's his 15th carry of the game and his 7th first down.
It's a good percentage there.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Eagles, leading 20-7 with 8:50 to go in quarter number 3. Ball at the Altoona 40-yard line. Snap is back. Shepley looking downfield, looking deep down to the right. Now under pressure, escaping out to his right, still looking downfield, throws, and Bazooka doing a great job of breaking up the interception, and it looks like he might actually get called on an offensive pass interference. But without that, it's a turnover.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one of those, as a coach, you're taking that penalty. But they had to play in the backfield there. That's outstanding quarterbacking. Able to keep moving, keep making the play available. Almost made the big play.
Yep. Shepley doing a great job of eluding the rush back there. And again, keeping his eyes downfield. Those late passes are always dangerous. You have a hard time keeping track of where the defenders are, and these maroon uniforms don't really stand out against the dark background outside the stadium. So that will be a 15-yard penalty, pushing them back to their own 45-yard line, but it's still first down, 1st and 25.
Shepley's not a running quarterback by any stretch of the imagination, but he does a good enough job running that you have to respect his legs, and he's able to move around in the backfield and make things happen.
So the Eagles now coming to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 25 from their own 45. 2 wings, 2 split receivers, turns hands to Sterritz. He goes off left tackle, had a lot of blocking, down over the 40, down to the 35-yard line. Gain of 20. That'll bring up 2nd and 5. That's the way to do it.
That's a gut punch right there. Altoona just had a big pass interference. You know, they're feeling good about themselves. They got the Eagles back on their heels. Now, Cumberland Valley's going to come out and do what Cumberland Valley does, run the football off left side, and then the best part was he gets hit and he gets another 7 to 8 yards just by churning his feet.
Well, did you see the pulling motion of the interior line? They came around. He had a convoy ahead of him. Again, ball still on the near hash mark. 3 receivers to the right. Tight end to the left is Bazalko. Sterritz behind Shepley in shotgun. Snap is back. Shepley looking downfield. Looks way to the outside. He hits his man at the 30. And down to the 21-yard line. Trying to see that is Somerville with the reception.
And I I think what people miss, and a lot of people that are watching high school football don't see those little things. When he made his break, he didn't just stop and stay right there and wait for the ball. He came back to the ball, was able to get separation from the corner, and that allowed him to catch the ball and then make a move instead of just being right there with the guy on his back.
Exactly. Good call. Eagles, 1st and 10 at the Altoona 21-yard line. 3 receivers to the left. Shepley and Sterritz in the backfield. Snap is back. He pitches to Sterritz this time. He's going off left side, trying to go wide. And looks like he'll get down to about the 16-yard line. So maybe 17-yard line. We've learned over this season, don't go by what the linesman is standing, because the ref, you're never sure which linesman the ref in the center is looking at. So bringing up 2nd and 6 from the 17-yard line, ball in the near hash mark. Green split to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Shepley drops back, stays in blocks, looks over the middle, tries for Bazalka. The pitch is high and broken up by the Altoona defender.
I like that call, and that was the right read. If he would have got it just a little bit to the left, that's maybe not a touchdown, but it's definitely inside the 5. He's definitely seeing things really well out there tonight on the field and making the plays.
Altoona did have good coverage. Bazalka limping a little bit gimpy right now as he's trying to come to the line of scrimmage. He did take a sort of a hit when he went up for that. Shotgun formation, turns hands on Sterritz over right guard. He's inside the 10, running over 1, 2, 3. Mountain Lions down to the 2-yard line.
Beautiful inside trap there. Oh, gorgeous. I'm a sweep trap waggle belly kind of guy. I like the wing tee, and that was, obviously out of a shotgun, but that's old school Cumberland Valley wing tee.
Oh yeah,
an inside trap, and nobody in central Pennsylvania runs it better than the Eagles do.
So that brings up 1st and goal for the Eagles at the 2-yard line. The Mountain Lions. We're down to 6 minutes 10 seconds on a running clock here in quarter number 3, where the Eagles lead 20-7. Threatening to tackle into that.
Watch for the belly off right side here.
Turns hands to Sterritz. He first looks up the middle, then breaks to the left, and is in for the touchdown.
I got the belly, but I got the wrong side, so 50-50. Great play. The offensive line, when you know that the team's going to run the ball and your offensive line's still getting that kind of push, it's so discouraging for the defense. And right now, Altoona knows Cumberland Valley's going to run that ball, and they just can't stop it.
Can't stop them. And the Eagles trying to kill the clock as much as they can. Andrew Rice out for the extra point attempt. Caden Pines is the holder. Alex Save, the long snapper. Snap is back. Down, ball's down, and the kick is good. So with 5 remaining on quarter number 3, that brings our score. Cumberland Valley 27, Altoona 7. Good calls.
We're at 33 seconds in.
So back at Mansion Park Stadium in Altoona, Pennsylvania, where the Cumberland Valley Eagles have extended their lead to 27-7. 5:52 remaining in quarter number 3. The Eagles now up by 3 scores. Let's see what that does to the Altoona offense. Jackson Wagner getting set to kick off. Foot into the ball, high and over and kick. It'll be drive the return man back to the 6-yard line, going straight upfield. Now breaks to his left. Looks to make one man miss and trying to hold on to the ball. He'll get it out to the 20-yard line.
Aiden Deal. Pulled down by Adam Somerville.
Scores really quick. Actually, after inning number 1, the Texas Rangers leading the Arizona Diamondbacks 2-0. Now the Eagles defense looking to make your life even more miserable for the Altoona offense. Down by 3 scores, Altoona probably going to have to change it up just a little bit.
Definitely going to be out of their comfort zone here.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Mosley still behind Freewald in the backfield. Freewald drops back, he's looking over, he hits his man at the 35-yard line. That will be good for a Mountain Lion first down as he gets out to the 37-yard line, gain of 17.
Like I said last week against Carlisle, Altoona only threw the ball 3 times. 2 of them were for touchdowns.
Well, that's their third catch or pass of the night. Somehow
we should have done an over-under. Over-under 3.
Yeah. If it ends at 3, that'll be amazing.
Yeah.
Everybody back in tight once again. 1 man in motion. Turn the hands to Mosley. He breaks a couple tackles this time. Out near midfield. It was Gavin Kendrick. Actually, Caden Pines making the tackle.
Gain of 12.
He does run hard.
12 and a first down.
You said he's up over 1,000 yards this year?
Yes, yep. Actually up over 1,100 at this point. Altoona now with a 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. Cumberland Valley leading 27-7, 5 minutes and less now in quarter number 3. Mountain Lions to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers split to the right. 1 wing. Freewall turns hands to Mosley again, this time over right guard. Gets it out to Alex Save, where Save pulls him down after, it's like a 3-yard gain they're going to give him.
A Save playing for Cumberland Valley. Go figure.
Well, this young man, Alex Save, has been starting since a freshman.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Yeah. Derek was really good. And Alex just following in his footsteps. 2nd and 7 for the Mountain Lions. He turns hands to Mosley. No, he keeps it himself. He finds some room out to the right side.
Nice.
Then runs into Ryan Hunter at the 38-yard line, and Hunter says, "Nope, you are done here, sir."
I hope that little Cumberland Valley midget football players that are here watching saw that great form tackle, because that's as good as it gets at the high school level in the open field. Lower to shoulder, head up, perfect tackle.
He actually even had to shed the block right at the point the runner was trying to set up the block. He shed the block and stuck his shoulder right into his midsection. Mountain Lions, 1st and 10 at the Eagles' 38-yard line. Snap down, turns hands to Mosley. He finds room over right guard down to the 27-yard line. Gain of 11 and another first down for Altoona.
Gain of 11.
Eagles rotating in some defensive linemen. Those interior linemen are getting their workout tonight.
Absolutely.
Altoona, everybody in tight. 1 wide receiver split wide to the left. Freewall turns hands to Mosley again, finding room over right guard. And he'll get down to the 20-yard line for a gain of 7.
He's getting yards, but that clock's still ticking. You know, when you're down this much, like it's...
Yep, the Eagles, they don't want to give up any more points, obviously, but they're willing to give up this yardage the clock can run. We're down to 3 minutes to go, quarter number 3. Lions 2nd and 3. Did we get another offsides?
I thought the left tackle for the Mountain Lions moved, but it looks like they're going to get the call here on the Eagles.
Get ball. Encroachment. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Enough for a first down.
That's Mountain Lions' second first down by penalty tonight. That will give them 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line of Cumberland Valley. We have 3 minutes remaining in quarter number 3. Cumberland Valley leading 27-7. Again, Altoona, everybody in tight. One man in motion, turns his, he pitches it to the wide man. That was
well played, though.
That was Amar Alme-Balos. But looked like maybe a half a yard.
Gavin Kendrick played that perfectly. He did not bite on the dive. He stayed with his pitch man and was able to make that play. That should have been like a touchdown. No, it's a half a yard gain instead.
Well, 2nd and 9. Again, they're trying to draw the Eagles off sides with that little stutter start by the man in motion. The Eagles don't bite this time. Now they turn. No, Freewald keeps it himself, finds some room off the left side and down to the 5-yard line near another line first down.
Brandon Freewald. Finds on the top.
And they will give him the first down yardage. So that gives Mountain Lions 1st and goal at the Eagle 5-yard line. Again, Eagles lead 27-7 down to 2.5 minutes remaining in quarter number 3.
First and goal at the 5.
Mountain Lions to the line of scrimmage. One man now split wide to the right. One man in motion. Freewald turns, hands to Mosley.
No way.
And gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. I think Alex Save up to greet him that time. Absolutely no gain. Little interesting stat. Best running back ever for the Detroit Lions, Barry Sanders. 1/3 of his carries went for negative yardage.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Crazy to think.
Yeah.
What he could have had. So Mountain Lions come to the line of scrimmage, and we have a timeout being called. Let's see. They're awful late. Cumberland Valley taking this timeout. With that timeout on the field, we'll send it back to the studios for a break with Cumberland Valley leading Altoona 27-7. Harrisburg's now 26-7. Hey, Eagle fans, Central Dolphin now leading Harrisburg leading Central Dolphin, 26-7. Central York 30, York High 0. All right, back at Mansion Park Stadium in Altoona, where Cumberland Valley Eagles lead Altoona 27-7. We've got 1:40 to go here in quarter number 3. The Mountain Lions have a 2nd and goal at the Eagle 5-yard line. Some quick out-of-town scores: Hershey 14, Palmyra 13, and some ones with playoff implications: Harrisburg 26, Central Dolphin 7, Central York 30, William Penn 0. Altoona to the line of scrimmage. One man split to the left. Turns and hands to Mosley again. Nowhere to go. And that was the big man in the middle, Loic Sakepa. And pardon me if I'm butchering, you know who he is. Big man Sakepa making a tackle for a 1-yard loss.
Look for them here to, same thing, they're going to set up the dive and watch for the quarterback to pull.
That's been sort of their MO so far here tonight on these must-have.
Probably looking at going to the left here. That's where they got 2 receivers to that side.
Ball in the near hash mark. 2 receivers are to the left. Freewall pulls the ball down himself, and he turns and spins and does not make it. They're going to call him down about the 1 foot mark. So good call there, Joe.
This will be the second, fourth, and inches, or fourth and whatever goal for Altoona
Yeah,
today. They scored on the quarterback sneak the last time.
They actually did pull it back to the 1 yard line, so it'll be fourth and goal from the 1. Last time they went with the quarterback sneak, and now looks like they want to talk about it as Altoona is going to take a timeout. With that timeout, we will take a timeout here at Mansion Park Stadium with 28 seconds remaining in quarter number 3. The score is Cumberland Valley 27, Altoona 7.
I can't imagine they call a timeout and then hand the ball to Mosley. So we're going to get to see one of their other 10 plays that they run.
Well, I saw the quarterback had his helmet on.
Yeah. Well, I know. That could be too.
What, did it come off? Would he have to be out?
30 seconds.
So with the Cumberland Valley Eagles leading Altoona Mountain Lions 27-7, 28 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Altoona with their second, fourth and goal in the game. Out of the timeout. As it is, everybody in tight. Free walled under center, Mosley behind. Free wall turns, hands to Mosley, and Mosley pulls his way into
And touchdown. Ron Mosley.
Mosley doing what Mosley does.
230-pound running back, and you're inches away, probably giving him the football.
So getting Altoona back to within at least 2 scores here. Within 2 scores, I should say. Lining up for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is blocked. That was Gavin Kendrick with the block of the extra point. So,
Blocked by
Cumberland Valley keeping a 2-touchdown lead with 32 seconds to go in 23 seconds to go. Quarter number 3 is Cumberland Valley 27, Altoona 13. Harrisburg's up 34-7 over Central Bowl.
Figured they'd start pulling that away some. That's going to be a heck of a semifinal if Harrisburg and Central work.
Oh,
That could be a doozy.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be at Central. It won't even be at Harrisburg.
Yeah. All right. Just over 12 minutes remaining. 23 seconds here left in quarter number 3. Harrington taking the ball up for the Altoona Mountain Lions on his 40-yard line. It's Green and Caden Pines back to receive for the Eagles. The Eagles with a 27-13 lead. Harrington into the ball. It takes one bounce. And Pines picks it up at the 10. Sort of jogging up the right side. Now he sees opening. He's first to speed. He's down the right sideline. And Caden Pines goes right down. Caden Pines with a 90-yard touchdown run.
What a great run. Followed his blockers, he was patient, didn't try to put too much out. Followed his setup and just give it out.
Big on return. 85.
Yeah, as you said, I mean, Pines was basically just sort of jogging up to about the 20-yard line, letting his blockers set up. And once he saw the opening there to the outside, boy, he turned on the jets, had one man to beat, and able to outrun him up the sideline.
What a kick to the gut if you're an Altoona fan.
Ball is, the snap is bobbled. Pine's probably a little tired from the run, unable to hold the snap. But so the extra point is no good. But with 10 seconds now remaining in quarter number 3, the score is Cumberland Valley 33, Altoona 13. CDs now 30 to 17.
We lack depth.
Yeah. And welcome back to Cumberland Valley Eagle football on WHL 102.9 FM. As the Eagles respond to Altoona's touchdown with a 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, Jackson Wagner puts the kickoff up. It's taken at the 6-yard line, straight up the middle of the field, and that is Julian Hazelwood out to almost the 30-yard line. It wasn't until the last 2 minutes. The last 2 minutes have become a very long quarter. We still have 4 seconds remaining in quarter number 3. Altoona coming to the line of scrimmage. We have one receiver split out to the left. That young man looks like he's in 6th grade. Sorry to this folks. Oh, a very late pitch. Pitches it back to Hazelwood and misses Hazelwood. And Hazelwood is just able to fall back on the ball.
And we have finished
like
3/4.
About a loss of 12 on the play. So we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Finally, with Cumberland Valley leading Altoona 33 to 13. Hollis, please let Mark know if we are okay on spots or not, if I have to get any more in. He can text me either way. So, checking some quick out-of-town scores. Wow, Arizona came back quickly. Arizona Diamondbacks leading the Rangers now 3-2. In our high school football, Mechanicsburg over Northern 25-11. State College 14, Chambersburg 0. That game a lot closer than many expected. Cedar Cliff now running it up on Milton Hershey with a 54-12 lead.
Cedar Cliff has a really nice team this year. I think their only losses to McDevitt, and everybody's lost to McDevitt. So.
Yeah, pretty much. So, we start off quarter number 4 here at Mansion Park Stadium in Altoona, where the Mountain Lions have 2nd and, oh my, a long, long way. 2nd and 21.
Is their quarterback in shotgun?
From their own 17.
Yes, he is. Their quarterback is in shotgun.
The quarterback is in shotgun, and it's shocking. He takes the snap. He's looking downfield. Now he pulls the ball down in. He's looking out to his right, still looking downfield, eluding the tacklers, and finally runs out of time. He ran maybe 30 yards.
30 yards to get 30 inches.
If that, yeah, we'll give him one. Okay.
But that was the first play that they did not run under center.
Exactly. Shotgun. He was doing a great job. I mean, he was keeping his eyes downfield as long as possible, and the Eagle rush finally collapsed on him over at the far hash mark.
I grew up playing football for Carlisle in the late 90s, early 2000s for Coach Brent Stroh. We ran the veer offense, the same offense that Altoona ran here. We did throw the ball more than what they do, though. But I know how tough it is. Like when you fall behind, now you got to rely on throwing the ball. They're not used to that. That's not in their wheelhouse. And CB's D line and linebackers are just teeing off on them.
And they're done with the shotgun.
Yeah, back under center. That was enough of that.
Two receivers split to the left on the near side. He does step back, looking to pass Bazalka in on the rush, looking downfield. Now he throws deep down the right sideline. Had Mosley behind the D-back and overthrows him by about 6 inches. Mosley diving with the ball just off his fingertips.
They're going to punt it to Pines, and Pines is back there.
When you're 6 foot 230 and you're running down the sidelines diving, that young man there's no give up in him at all. Yep. Altoona with a 4th down and 20 will punt. Punt is up. Caden Pines coming up and he bobbles it and scramble for the ball. And Altoona able to come up with the fumble recovery. Pines had to come up in pretty much a dead run to try and make the catch. And
the Altoona kid did not interfere. But the way the Altoona kid was coming at him, I'm sure Caden sees that out of his peripheral vision. You know, you try to make the adjustments, you don't run into the guy.
Off of the punt, recovered by Altoona, 1st and 10.
When you're basically running close to a dead sprint forward and the ball coming at you, unfortunately he wasn't able to get his hands up to it, and the ball got to his chest protector and bounced off, and it's pretty hard not to when that happens. So Altoona now 1st and 10 out at their own 47-yard line. Snap is back. Freewald looking downfield and hit his man, but dropped. Julian Hazelwood unable to make the catch. He was about 10 yards downfield.
He's probably doubled his passing for the season just in the last 2 drives.
So 2nd and 10 for the Mountain Lions at their own 47-yard line. The Eagles leading 33-13, 11 minutes to go. Now Freewood will hold the ball once again, turns, spins upfield, and able to get out to the Cumberland Valley 44-yard line. Looks like a gain of 9 on the play.
Definitely 4 down territory, I would imagine. You're across midfield. It's only 3rd down now, but if they don't get this 1st down, don't be surprised if they don't bring the punt unit in.
They're down at 1.
Mountain Lions to the line of scrimmage. They do have one man split wide right. Everybody else in tight. Turns and he hands off to the wingman who goes around the left side and able to get down to the 4-yard line. About a gain of 10. That was Julian Hazelwood on the carry.
On the stop.
Gavin Kendrick, one of a couple Eagle players on the stop. Again, shuttling in some fresh legs there at defensive tackle. 2 receivers now split to the right for Altoona. Freewood pulls the ball in and he takes off over the right tackle. Gets about 5, maybe 6 yards downfield and then runs into Caden Pines. It brings him to an abrupt stop.
Caden Pines does a little bit of everything. He catches the ball, runs the ball, makes the tackles. Right, like they say, that movie Friday Night Lights, and he'll paint your fence. He's just a good kid, good family. I know Cumberland Valley football is excited that he's got a little brother coming up through.
Gain of 9. You certainly don't want your safeties making the tackles that often, but good stop. Brings up 2nd and 1 for the Mountain Lions. The Eagles showing pressure right up the middle. He turns hands to Mosley, able to get by the pressure and down to about the 17.
Ron Mosley roars into the Sheets red zone.
The Sheets red zone. Oh, hey. Nice Sheets sponsoring.
Yeah.
The Altoona Mountain.
I bet they pay a nice little penny for that.
Yeah. Bringing out 1st and 10 for the Mountain Lions at the Eagles 17-yard line. Ball is on the near hash mark. Mosley behind Freewald. Imagine that. 2 receivers split to the right. Freewald drops back. He's looking to his left now. Nobody in front of him. He takes off straight up and then goes down at the 3-yard line.
Just missed the sack there.
Everybody out in the pattern was down in the end zone with the coverage there. So once he broke through the line of scrimmage, he had 10 yards before anybody was able to get to him.
And I think he was so surprised with how much room there was to run. Like he kind of stutter-stepped with nobody in front of him instead of just taking off. And then CB was able to make the play.
So Altoona 1st and goal at the Eagle 3-yard line. Freewall turns, hands to Mosley, goes over left guard, but will come up
Mosley on the carry
of the goal line. So they'll spot it just inside the 1-yard line.
Mosley up over 100 yards.
Yes, Mosley is over 100.
I knew he was getting close there.
Yep. So 2nd and goal at the 1. One receiver split to the right. Mosley 2 yards behind. Freewall, he turns, dives, and Mosley in the end zone for the touchdown.
and touchdown number 23, Ron Mosley.
So that gets Altoona just a little bit closer. 7:47 to go in the 4th quarter. Harrington is in for the extra point attempt.
Remember, he did miss his last one.
Yep. That was blocked.
Yeah.
And this one is up and is good.
And
So
it's good by F.J. Harrington. 33, 1 Eagle.
And it's Cumberland Valley 33, Altoona 20. Now, a lot of stairs,
Get the ball in
and
front of the
stairs.
Lost you.
Ray J. You're listening to Cumberland Valley Eagle football on Good Time Oldies, WHYL 102.9 FM here at Mansion Park Stadium. It is the Cumberland Valley Eagles leading the Altoona Mountain Lions 33-20. The Eagles expecting an onside kick with everybody but one man up short, and they do pooch kick it, and fair catch is called for by Green at the 20-yard line. Probably a good play by Green. He could have got some yardage out of it, but when you don't have any blockers set up, it's not really called for, and probably better for his own health.
Absolutely. And better to just secure the ball, put your offense out there, and let them do what they do.
Exactly. So, Cumberland Valley coming to the line of scrimmage.
Eagles first and 10 to 20.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. The ball is on the far hash mark as they move left to right in the final quarter. 2 receivers to the right. The pitch is to the right back, out to the right, and that is Caden Lloyd with his first carry of the night. And as you heard Joe calling, there was some good blocking going
Caden Lloyd
on in front
20
of
on the
him.
carry. Tackle number 20.
As a football coach myself, obviously the run's great. He did a great blocking. When you're a running back like that, you come back to the huddle and you're thanking those dudes for making that outstanding block.
Caden Lloyd giving Bryce Sterritz a breather. He'll stay in behind Grant Shepley. Two receivers split wide to the left, ball in the near hash mark. Snap is back, turns hands to Lloyd. Lloyd is met pretty much at the line of scrimmage this time. He might even lose the yard.
That was read pretty well by the Mountain Lions there. The trap, he just followed the trap man. He was able to make the play. He was outside far enough that the center wasn't able to get to him. And that's one of those things when you run a trap enough, kids read it, and every now and then they're going to make that play.
Also won by 36-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
That's probably only the second play that Cumberland Valley's lost yards that wasn't a penalty.
Yes, exactly. So Shepley with 3 receivers to his right now. Lloyd still behind him in the backfield. Turns, he's looking downfield, and he hits Caden Pines out in the right flat. Turns upfield, makes one-man miss, and out over the 35-yard line. Now, I'm sorry, that was Brady Pines with that reception.
That's the same idea. Oswald needs to get a first down. Let's put the ball in Pines' hand and let him do something. Whether it's Brody or Caden, just trust the Pines boys to make something happen. That's what I would do if I coached Cumberland Valley football.
Shepley now up to 12 for 14 passing tonight. Eagles up to line of scrimmage, 3 receivers to the left. Shepley turns hands off. Caden Lloyd again, nowhere to go up the middle.
Looked like pulling the trap there. They hit the, not necessarily the wrong guy, but 2 guys came through. He had to pick one of them. He blocks one, the other one makes the play. That's just, sometimes it doesn't work
numbers
out
game.
Sometimes it doesn't work out the way you have it drawn up.
Well, I'm sure the Altoona defenders are basically thinking run.
They're pinning their ears back and coming right now to stop the run.
And Bryce Sterritz said, okay, I've had enough rest. We're back in the game. Sterritz behind Shepley, 3 receivers to the left. Shepley turns hands off to Sterritz, who had an opening and just gets tripped up. I think the turf monster will get the credit for that tackle. Sterritz with a gain of, we'll give him 3 up to the 39-yard line.
Now we're looking at, it's 3rd and long, but we're still looking at probably something safe that it doesn't stop the clock. Maybe even a run, or a short pass that they feel sure they're going to make the catch and keep that clock running.
Down to 4:40 to go on the play clock. 3rd and 8 from their 33. Looking downfield now, he's got to pull the ball down, and the pressure finally gets to him.
It's a smart play.
They will get him back to the line of scrimmage.
But it forces Altoona to use a timeout.
And with Altoona taking a timeout, we'll take one more timeout with 4:26 to go in quarter number 4. It's Cumberland Valley 33, Altoona 20. So you never want to let it get within one score.
Right.
Bishop and Debbie 61 to 10.
Yikes.
High spiral and call for a fair catch back at the 27-yard line. Making the fair catch for Altoona. So Cumberland Valley still with a 13-point lead with only 4:20 remaining in the 4th quarter. to try and do anything they can, keep everything inbound, keep that clock running.
And keep everything in front of you.
Yep. You don't really don't want to let them get within one score. You get within one score, and who knows what that onside kick can do.
Weird things happen.
But the defense has played fairly well, keeping Mosley pinned in. Freewell drops back, he throws over the middle, and he hits his man. And then Alex Save, that's the deal with the catch. Alex Save wrapping him up quickly. The gain of 7 on the play out to the 34-yard line.
Gain of 7, second and 3.
Mountain Lions looking to the sideline for the play. Again, they're not huddling, but it's still taking a lot of time for them to get their play in. Freewell drops back, now he's looking downfield, he's under pressure, and he gets sacked back at the 27-yard line. Jake Signs on the sack.
Man, that's a big boy coming down on you.
Big play for Cumberland Valley's defense. Pushes it back to the 27-yard line, so loss of 7, bringing up 3rd and 10. Clock still running down to 3:10 now in quarter number 4. Lions 3rd and 10 at their own 27-yard line. 3 receivers split out, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Freewell drops back, looking downfield, goes for his man, and it is intercepted. By Gavin Kendrick out at midfield. Kendrick playing a little center field back there, waiting for the play to come to him. Stepped right in front of the receiver and makes the defensive play of the night.
Just like I said, keep the ball in front of you, make things happen. That's what he did. Saw it, read the quarterback's eyes, played the pass perfectly. That was like a little tongue twister for me there. Played the pass perfectly, made the interception, and now what we're going to see is the Eagles run out the clock.
Yep, Gavin Ken, he did a great job actually securing the ball because the receiver gave him a hit just about as the ball got there. But great job on the interception. Eagles 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 wing, 2 to the right. Turns and hands off to the running back. It's not there. It is Caden Lloyd again getting the carry and actually finds a little bit of room up through the center out for a gain of 7 down to the 44.
Good patient run. He wasn't trying to make anything special happen. He was making sure that he secured the ball and got to positive yards.
I was going to say at this point, it's going to be 2 hands on the ball, 2 hands on the ball. I don't care if there's nobody within 20 yards of you, 2 hands on the ball. Officials timeout. I believe Caden Pines with a little equipment issue as they sent him to the sidelines.
Like the equipment's like his kryptonite because he's been Superman tonight for the Eagles. He's done a little bit of everything. They'll get him fixed up and get him back in there.
Eagles 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line of the Mountain Lions. Snap is back, turns, hands to Caden Lloyd again. This time he dives forward, able to get down to the 42-yard line, gain of 2. Wow. Tyler Merrill just destroyed the safety 15 yards downfield.
Took his helmet off.
That young man, I don't want to see Tyler Merrill coming full speed at me.
I am a West Virginia fan. I hope that our coaches down in Morgantown get tape of this young man and get him in the blue and gold in Morgantown because that would be awesome.
So 1.5 minutes to play. Cumberland Valley with 3rd and 2 at the 43. They hand it to Lloyd. He goes off left side. He finds room and he does go out of bounds, but he got the first down. So that's more important at this time anyway.
Got the first down. It is going to stop the clock, but start on the snap. Like you said, first down's most important. 1:23 left. You just got to secure the ball.
Absolutely. That should be the last actual play that they're probably going to try and attempt, I would imagine. Although they're not in victory formation yet.
Cumberland Valley definitely knows victories here at Mansion Park. This is where they won their 1993, 92 or 93, I can't remember. I was just a little kid. I think it was 92 state championship over Upper St. Clair.
Shepley turns and hands to Wood. He goes behind Merrill off right tackle. Looks like he'll be about 3 points to play. We're down to 110. 110 remaining in quarter number 4. We're down to 1 minute. Looks like Altoona has one timeout left, but looks like they're not going to be calling it. Cumberland Valley looking for the play from the sidelines. Still looks like sort of amazed they haven't gone to a victory formation yet. As of yet, still 3 receivers right. Shepley in shotgun formation. He's letting the play clock get down. It's now under 5, 3, 2, and now a penalty flag is thrown.
Dead ball. False start. Break guard. 5-yard penalty.
Of all the things to happen, it was a, if you could not hear the referee, which is mic'd here, which is amazing, it was a false start by the offensive line. But, hey, we'll take that. Again, 35 seconds to go. This really should be the last play that they have to snap the ball. And that's how Altoona calls timeout. Shepley with the snap turns hands to King Lloyd. He gets to the left sideline, gets a first down, and then stays in bounds down at the 21-yard line. Good for about 18 yards on the run, and yet another Cumberland Valley first down. And we're down to under 20 seconds. Clock is rolling.
There's going to be no play here.
If there is, this would be crazy.
Line up. Coach Oswalt will take probably about 15 minutes to enjoy this, and he's going to start trying to figure out, doing the math to figure out who the Eagles are playing next weekend.
And the horn just sounds as the clock reaches double zeros. Here at Mansion Park Stadium in Altoona, the Cumberland Valley Eagles finish off a remarkable comeback to the season, starting off 0-3 and with 1-4 at one point. Coming back to win their last 5 in a row and 6-4, and